Millions of retirees are looking for the perfect place to settle down, but not every location offers affordability, safety, and an active lifestyle. So Sandpoint, Idaho has become one of the hottest retirement spots in the country. But is it right for you? Let's break it all down. I'm Geanetta, a local real estate expert right here in Sandpoint. And if you're thinking about retiring in Idaho, this video is for you. Today, I'm covering everything that you need to know, the pros, the cons, the lifestyle, and the finances. So that way you can decide if Sandpoint is the perfect retirement destination for you. Now, I've helped several people just like you move here, and if you're thinking about moving to Sandpoint or another town in North Idaho, if this is the place that you want to move to, contact me and I'll send you my relocation guide to Sandpoint. Now let's go ahead and get started. First, why is Sandpoint a popular destination for retirees? Well, let's start with the obvious, because that's what I like to do, and that's the natural beauty and the outdoor living. Looking for a scenic retirement spot? Well, Sandpoint delivers. You're nestled right on the shores of Lake Pend Oreille, and you're surrounded by the Cabinet and the Selkirk Mountains. This place is a nature's lover's paradise. It is just absolutely amazing. Now, Lake Pend Oreille, it is the largest lake in Idaho, and it's perfect for boating and fishing and waterfront living. Basically, anything that you want to do on the water, Lake Pend Oreille can satisfy that need or want. Now, as far as the town itself, it's peaceful, it's small, it offers a lot of outdoor activities such as hiking and camping. And if you like to ski, Schweitzer Mountain Resort, it is right in your backyard. There are so many outdoor activities to keep you active as you're in that retirement stage of your life. And let's talk about the community. This is one of the biggest reasons why retirees love to come to Sandpoint. It's the people. It's that small town community where neighbors, they look out for one another. But in general, there's a ton of friendly people here. Locals are very friendly to one another, willing to help out one another. It's a strong community with good values. We have a vibrant arts community and a good farmers market and businesses that just really help bring the town alive and make it warm and welcoming. As far as safety, well, it is a safe, charming town full of character, and it's great for retirement people. I can't tell you how many towns and cities I go to when we do leave Sandpoint. My kids, they're saying, oh, there's homeless people and it's dirty and there's trash and look at all the graffiti everywhere. And you don't see that in Sandpoint. The streets, they're going to be clean. You don't really see anyone that's homeless because we do have programs up here to help people who are unfortunate. Okay, let's move on to our second reason on why Sandpoint is such a dream haven for retirement people, and that's going to be the financial perks. There's no Social Security tax, and the property taxes, they are going to be less than what you're used to. If you make this your primary residence, you can fill out a homeowner's exemption form, and they're going to take $125,000 off your assessed value and tax you on that lesser amount, which is huge. And there's some other programs that you can stack on top of that homeowner's exemption to lower your taxes even more. As far as not getting taxed on your Social Security and your property taxes being a lot lower, that's a huge benefit. Now, if we look at the overall cost of living, it is more than likely going to be more affordable than the big metro areas that you're going to be coming from. Think anywhere in California for the most part, Washington, Oregon, the East Coast. The cost of living here is going to be a lot lower. Your utilities, gas is actually just below national average on most days. Groceries, pretty inexpensive, especially when the farmers markets are open and you go and you buy from the local farmers, and we have a ton of them up here, so there's a lot of possibilities with that. I know there's an egg shortage right now. Up here in North Idaho, people almost give them away because they have so many chickens and so many eggs, they don't know what to do with them. All right, let's move on to our third point on why retirees love coming to Sandpoint, and that's the year-round beauty and activities. And we talked on this a little bit. So coming to North Idaho, you're gonna get all 4 seasons. I came from Phoenix and we have hot, hot, and too damn hot. So up here, we actually have 4 seasons, and that is amazing. It's fun and more enjoyable, at least in my opinion. So other retirement destinations, you're not going to get 4 seasons, and that might be your thing, which is completely okay. But if you want a little bit of variety, a little bit of flavor, Sandpoint is going to be offering that to you. So let's start with summer. Summer is awesome. The temperatures are going to be mild. You're going to be mainly 80 degrees. We might get a couple days or a week or maybe 2 weeks where we're 100 degrees. Honestly, it's not that bad, but there's so much to do in the summer. Again, we talked about Lake Pend Oreille. You have all the hiking. You have Pine Street Woods, which is 400 acres of open trails ranging from easy, moderate to difficult, but it's open year round, and there's miles and miles of trails up there. Then you have the McKinnon Trail, which is just on the base of Schweitzer. That's pretty difficult, and there's so many trails. You have the Lake Pend Oreille Bay Trail that connects City Beach and goes out east towards Pondo Point. That's a fantastic trail. There's so many hiking trails, and you can go up into the National Forest, and there's some others. We don't have enough time. We could do a whole nother video about the amount of hiking trails up here. And we're not even really diving deep into the ATV, snowmobile trails, hunting, fishing. There's so many activities for retirees up here. Outdoor activities, pickleball. We just got an indoor pickleball court. That's great because pickleball, it is a booming sport. But let's move on to our next season, which is winter. And obviously we get snow up here. The last couple of winters have been mild, but you can still go outside and do stuff. Skiing. I can't tell you how many retirees I see up on the mountain skiing, and they are shredding it. They are killing it. It's a great activity, and you don't have to go all day. You can go for a half day, morning, afternoon. If you have plans with the grandkids in the afternoon or the morning, plan your skiing around that. It's so easy. Schweitzer Mountain Resort is like 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes from most places up in the Sandpoint area. If you live right in town, 20 minutes away. Not a big deal whatsoever. Now, if skiing is not your thing and you like cross-country skiing, go to Pine Street Woods. They have groomed trails all season long for you to cross-country ski. If you want to ski-doo, we talked about that a little bit. There are so many trails and cool places to go experience that. Snowshoeing. Absolutely. Put those on, go to Pine Street Woods or go up into the mountains. Schweitzer even has places, trails for you to do that. So plenty of outdoor winter activities to keep you active. Now spring, it's beautiful, mud season. You might be getting your gardens ready. You might get ready for summer by just cleaning up. So it's not as fun recreational wise in the spring and the fall because you're getting ready for the fun season where all the outdoor activities are taking place. But again, the spring and fall, the temperatures are nice. You're gonna be 50, 60 degrees. It's gonna be comfortable, sweatshirt, maybe some shorts, some other activities I can do during the summer and fall. Golfing. In fact, we have an amazing golf course up here at Jack Nicklaus Signature Golf Course in the Idaho Club. It is difficult, it is beautiful, it is absolutely amazing. And we have the Elks Golf Course. You can go up to Priest Lake, golf up there. If you wanna go down to Coeur d'Alene, there is the Avondale, the Coeur d'Alene, Black Rock. So, not that Black Rock, like the name of the golf course is called Black Rock. But there's so many golfing opportunities up here, and the scenery is just absolutely amazing. So Sandpoint's a small town, but we have some big events that just packs the calendar with festivals and celebrations that brings the community together all year round. So the first one I want to talk about is the festival at Sandpoint. This is a multi-day, really multi-week music festival featuring national and local artists. It is huge, it's packed. You go over to War Memorial Field and they pack it, and the scene is just amazing. You're on this beautiful stadium that's right along Lake Pend Oreille, and it's just a ton of fun. A lot of good artists show up. We also have Lost in the 50s, which is Sandpoint's biggest classic car show, and it is just amazing. There's gonna be dancing in the street, there's gonna be vendors set up, and amazing hot rods just going down and around downtown Sandpoint. And let's go right back to Schweitzer, because there's so much to do up on the mountain. You have Fall Fest, which is a great activity in the fall time. There's gonna be a bunch of different craft beers up there, live music, and the views from Schweitzer in the fall is absolutely stunning. We have the rodeo, and that's a true North Idaho tradition, showcasing the rodeo, dirt bikes and tricksters and all sorts of vendors that show up for the rodeo. It's a ton of fun. It's a must-see if you're gonna be here in the fall time. You have the Pend Oreille Arts Council, and this is a summer-long showcase of local artists, and it's displayed around downtown. They even close down parts of the streets. That way you can safely go around to all these different vendors and artists and just check out and see what they have. All right, moving on to number 4, and this is our aviation community. You probably didn't know this, but Sandpoint, we have something unique. We have a huge aviation community, making for a top pick for retired pilots or people who just are enthusiastic about aviation. So we do have a local regional airport in Sandpoint. The abbreviation or the letters is SZT, and there's private hangars. You can get your own hangar right there on the airstrip. It's really friendly to use. So people will go down to Coeur d'Alene or into Montana or back to California. Super convenient. There's a lot of private airfields around the Sandpoint area. And to kind of go on with our aviation enthusiast, did you know that Kodiak, that company started right here in Sandpoint, and they're still here, which is super cool, especially if you geek out on the aviation stuff. I'm not that educated on it, so I'm not gonna pretend like I do. We also have Timberline Helicopters, and this is a cool company. So they move big things with helicopters, construction, firefighting, anything that you need the mobility and picking things up with aircraft. That's what Timberline does. In fact, they are actually expanding here in Sandpoint. They're bringing like 20 some odd new employees and going to bring an extra $13 million to the local economy up here. So that's awesome. And this is why a lot of people who like aviation or retired pilots, they come here because we attract that aviation family and lifestyle to North Idaho. All right, number 5, let's talk about the potential drawbacks to consider, because let's face it, this isn't going to be the best place for everybody. And yeah, there's a ton of positives, but there's going to be some negatives too. So what are some fallbacks? Well, snowfall, it can be heavy. We can get cold temperatures. We can get a lot of snow, which does cause a lot of issues when you live here. Now, if you're looking for that, that's great. Come up here and enjoy it. If you're like some clients of mine, they don't want to experience that in their life, in that certain time of their life. So they're gonna go down to Florida, Arizona, somewhere warmer during the winter months. And that's completely fine. If you can afford that, if you want that lifestyle, you can absolutely do that. There's so many people up here that snowbird during the winter time. Now, if you're moving here and you're looking to retire and you have some health concerns, we do have limited healthcare options up here in Sandpoint. I always tell people if it's something fairly basic, easy, absolutely, you can be seen up here in Sandpoint, and we have good medical professionals. But if you have something a little bit crazier, a little bit more unique, rare, you might need to go down to Coeur d'Alene or to Spokane, which could be an hour and 20 minutes, depending on where you live. Another thing that you should consider is that we are rural. We are a small town. So if you're used to the big city with endless entertainment and all the shopping and all of the restaurants and 20 different theaters to pick from and the huge nightlife, well, that's not going to be Sandpoint for you. But you're probably retiring, that's why you're watching the video. And if you're at this point in the video, you are probably retiring and you don't care about all that. And honestly, I don't. I'm younger, I'm not close to retiring, but all that doesn't matter to me. I like keeping it simple, not having many options. If you give me too many options, I could be sitting down for a while trying to analyze the best way to go. So having less options as far as restaurants and shopping and everything suits me just fine. So why does Sandpoint stand out? Well, at the end of the day, Sandpoint is more than just a place to live. It's a lifestyle. It's safe, it's scenic, it's packed with things to do. We are a strong, welcoming community where retirees can stay active and social. And it's really a good, perfect mix of adventure, relaxation, and affordability. And I know I'm gonna get hammered on the affordability, but seriously, look around the country. What place is really affordable anymore? When you bring in a resort, the Lake Ponderay, the beauty and all that, and you start comparing that to other places across the country that have those amenities, Sandpoint is still affordable. So what do you think? Could Sandpoint be your dream retirement destination? Go ahead and drop me a comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts on Sandpoint and if this is the place for you to retire.